fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. A first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Ball carrier.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gonna give this time to the tailback. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Savon Ahmed, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. 1 yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
A loss of 12.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll roll him out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
He'll rifle this. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Houston. 45 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Salvon Ahmed with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And it's up and good.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that'll set him back 5. Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Minnesota.
They go play action. Cousins. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this one is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. These two teams all tied after one.
First quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
From 17 yards out, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. A shotgun snap for Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Let's go one more. Right there. 54. Right there.
From the red zone now, Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Salvon Ahmed with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Phhuuukkaaa on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
A gain of 9.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
1st down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't, who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 55 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Play fake. Cousins rolling to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
At the 10-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Fuller, incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. This time they stay on the ground. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Right there, 54 miles.
The final shot before the break, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So they grabbed the lead just before half with a clock reading 0-0-0.
How about snatching things right at the end and grabbing a little bit of control? What a great way to go into the locker room. It's similar to a boxer flurrying in the last 30 seconds of a round and stealing the round. Great job.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
On 34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And the third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off at about the 31.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Now it's Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks, and it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans.
Brandon Cooks looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Texans 28, Vikings 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. He's going to float this one deep right side. A big play there for Minnesota. 42 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
A first down throw for Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Gary and Conley.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Their own 4-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Here's Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Throwing again is Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings.
Dan Bailey.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
21.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 25.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, he saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Abdullah to return. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Their own 39-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And
he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The big man, P.J. Hall, had the path to the QB there.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Cousins. Incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
3rd and long for Cousins. And now here is another interception. Lonnie Johnson picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. but you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on, but it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down.
A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
On 1st down, it's Watson. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
No good.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They go play action. Cousins. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Play action now. Cousins. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On play action, they'll throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Brought down.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Texans.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Texans 41, Vikings 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now